the winter's really taking its toll on me. I just don't have any energy whatsoever. Kind of went out today and we went thrift sailing, thrift shopping. So I didn't do any work on this today. So we're back. We're going to do some work on it tonight. Now, what I'm going to do, what did I do with my pen? Is that the pen that works? Probably not. I'll take that off. Okay, there we go. So I like I say, I haven't done anything since the other night or the other day or whatever. We did sand all that though. This side is done. I got all the ribs sanded into the trailing edge and the leading edge, half the leading edge shaped. Now we're on to the other side. So I need to clean up some of my mess here so I can get at it. Before I come on, I did take the liberty of fitting the center rib. I wish they all were that easy to fit. You got a big mess here, basically. These are the mistake ribs from the other side. You don't want to throw these away because you can use them out here at the tips. So now we need to, first thing we need to do is find an X-Acto knife. We'll do this for an hour, I guess. I mean, if you guys like to watch how it's done, I mean, it's just, like I say, it's the same shit over and over again. I'm going to take my square and mark the rib locations. Because I got to do it from that side. I already have the ribs marked on the spar. If you remember, when I laid the spar out, I drew the lines for the ribs before I cut the taper in it. So that was like the very first thing. The very first thing I did. I didn't cut out the spar. I didn't do anything until I had the ribs marked. First operation of building this beam wing is to mark the ribs. Yo. Do I glue the tip? Not yet. Not yet. Because we're going to have to turn this over and block up the tip and glue this thing back to the table, or so jig it up right side up so you can do the top. After the top's done, then I put the tips on. My rib, what the heck's wrong with this chair? Shit. My rib spacing is 1.25 inches. That's what I did years ago. I don't know what other rib spacings are. Well, I do know that like the Cobra has one every half inch. Way too many ribs. I guess you could do every inch. It doesn't matter what you choose, just on a good day, I could build this whole wing in a day, but here lately, I just don't have the drive. I think that's because I got so many damn airplanes done. Okay, we now have the rib spacing. Go around to the other side. Need the knife. Where's the knife? Get rid of this. Two long bars. Here's the knife. Yeah, tomorrow we got to take the trash out, no matter what. Just even though there's snow back there. Okay, let me show you this again. See, this rib is notched to catch the spar. Before I glue this in, I'll take it over on my belt sander and I'll sand that out so it's like that. So it takes over 50% of the weight off of it. Now, John had mentioned something to me while I was talking to him about pinning the trailing edge. You know, I think I'm going to do it. I didn't on the other side, but we'll do it on this side. Let me get a wedge cut here. I just can't think of everything all the time. What happened to my square? There it is. That's it. This wood is getting as bad as real lumber. This is not 3 inches. It's 2 15/16. Yep, to thrift shopping we will go. That's what we did today. Of course it's plugged. Of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. There we go. I don't have to pin it up and down because I know that it's okay. It's, well, I guess I could pin it, I guess. I know that it's right, though. Where's the pins? Just had them in my damn hand. Here we go. So this particular airplane, we're going to do everything. Build a tank, build a motor, build an airplane. Worked on my bell crank today, made the little eyelets for the lead outs. There's it's a teardrop that goes in there. Danny was supposed to be doing a video today about making bell cranks. I don't know if he got around to it. And Danny, if you're watching, get out of the chair, back into the garage. Very important. Yeah, we got a flat spot here on this. I better fix this while I notice it. I got a spot on this rib that is sanded too low. I'm going to have to add superfill. I've marked it out with a pencil. That feels right. Looks right. These are for the top, but when I got them in my hand and I noticed the waves, I just go ahead and finish this up. No time like the present. Okay, let's get the tips out of the way. I don't know where the other one is. It's probably around here somewhere. Okay. There's that. 45 minutes. Think I can put all the ribs in 45 minutes on one side? You did? Okay, these are all my mistake ribs from the other side. That one's not. That one's a good rib. So we'll sort them according to length. Longest to the shortest. This one being the shortest. But you don't want to you don't want to start out at the shortest. You want to start out at the longest position that it can go in case you screw it up, so you can move it down one. Okay. After sailing today, instead of coming back and working on this, I went to sleep. I've been sleeping 4 hours, taking a nap for 4 hours. Let me see, there's my stick. Yeah. I'm going to have to rethink how I cut these ribs, because the way that my rib slicer puts them out, it cuts that angle so that this is off. I need to, back sand them, every one of them, in order to make sure they meet the bleeding edge perfectly at the top. Let's see if we can get away without making any mistakes. So far, so good. Okay, so now my stick, I got a little stick with sandpaper on it to slot. Put a slight notch in that. That's one. Woo! I glued my shirt to the glue. Okay. Yeah. Boy, it's quiet in here. 10 people in the whole world are worried about or concerned about how to build a beamer. Yeah. There's too much tension on that. Okay, let's double check this. Let's see. Might need that other ruler. Want to make sure I'm running parallel with the tip rib. Because when I get out to this tip, I don't want any cattywampus ribs out here. $21.25. Yep, we're good. What gets you on doing something like this is stack tolerance, because just a couple of thousandths each rib, and you're way out when you get to the tip. When we get this bottom done, that means that the wing is 50% done. Oh, I knew that happened. Just by the amount of glue that shot out of there. How many of you going to build a beam wing? That's what I want to know. People watch this and never attempt it. I know that John's got some good wood. He's going to build a beamer. And when he ends up with a 50-ounce airplane, that'll make him a believer. Oh, no. Oh, there we are. You'll be a believer then, John. Get you 52, 54-ounce airplane. Go, what the hell have I been doing? "27 minutes in. I got to tell you, I built a lot of beam wing airplanes. But since I came up with using 1-inch thick, 9/16 to 3/4 inch wide leading edge, and the bigger 9/16 by 9/16 trailing edge, you can get a really, really nice leading edge with that big a piece of wood. You know, back in the day, everything was 1/2 inch, 1/2 by 1/2 for a leading edge, or 1/2 by 1/2 for a trailing edge, and maybe 1/2 by 3/4. But that there's 1 inch by, I don't know, I think 9/16. And that little extra, the extra 16th, really helps because the leading edges look way better than the beamers of the day. A lot easier to sand in. So we've used up the mistakes from the other side. And you're going to make them. There's no doubt about it. And I'm pretty good at cutting them, and I still make them. Let's say that I cut this rib too short. Well, you just set this aside, move it down, and we got a 1/2 inch to play with. I mean, they're never, unless you break them severely, they're never really done. Better check the squareness again. We have 17 and 3, 17 and 1/4. It's probably out just a couple thousandths. 17 and 3/8. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, it's close. Be close enough for the girls I date. This is just a paint stick, C80 grit on the edge. It's the perfect width for making notches. Hour a day. I'm not putting in much time on this airplane because we got plenty of airplanes to play with this year. Went out and got me a new travel bag today at the Goodwill or St. Vincent de Paul. $5. I bet the thing it's like brand new. I bet that thing was probably $100 new. It's on wheels for my Nats adventures this year. Plus, I bought a new briefcase for $3. It's like brand new. What else did I get? Oh, we got lawn chairs for the back. $10 a piece. Expensive lawn chairs. Okay, whatever. See, that one's a ½ inch too short, but it'll be fine for over here, so we'll save that. Oh, I almost dropped it on my foot. I can't bend over anymore. Yeah. Ah, shit. Usually those things run under the bench. Let's step in front of the door. When are we gonna? When's dinner?
That's what I came to tell you, I'm trying.
When?
I'm gonna go fix something right now.
Okay.
Got a late start.
Okay.
Yeah, put some around here.
I'm working on the tail post right now. I backed into it and knocked it loose because she was trying to come in the door. There we go. We're back to square one now. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now let's work on this one. Now you don't need this. You don't need this and to be all meticulous when you do the top, because all you do is match them up to the other side. So you kind of got to be careful when you do the bottom, because that's what the top's going to look like. Yeah, we got like provided. Thank you, Gary. We got 23 minutes left to do this. Can I do it? Probably not. It'll be this one right here. And don't glue that one in, because you. Here's why I don't like these stupid things. They're shit like this is always in the way. There we go. Okay. Oh, we got another shorty here. Put that one. And put that one here. Okay. I don't know, get this done. I might get excited and cut this off the bench and turn it over. After I get it sanded. Of course, I still need to make my landing gear. I got to do that next. My landing gear platforms. Let's check the squareness of this. How's it coming? (13 5/8). It's running out a little bit on the bottom, so we need to, let's see here, 13 5/8. It's so very little, but if I don't get after it now, if I don't start correcting now, it'll be out when I get to the tip. So this has got to go this way. 13 5/8. I gotta go back that way just a smidge. Now we won't try to make it all up on one rib. Just a couple thousandths. Stick. There we are. And we'll measure this and see where we are. We are 12 3/8. 12 5/16. So we're running out a little bit. We got 12 and a heavy 3 and heavy 5/16, and this one is 12 and a light 5/16. So we're about a 30-second out. That'll be okay. Should be able to catch it up on this next rib. Okay, we're at 11 and an 1/8. 11 and an 1/8. So we caught it up on that rib. Yeah, almost caught it up. A couple of thousandths out. But your eye won't see that. 10 minutes left. You can see how fiddly this is, but it's not difficult. Just fiddly. We'll have caught it up by this rib here, because it's, like I say, it's only a few thousandths out now. I'm glad I only got to do this once. Now these are 1/8 inch ribs. I've used 3/32 before. I like 1/8 inch because they finish nicer, but if you don't have them and can't get them, 3/32 will suffice. Measure it up and see if we caught up now. We're at 9 7/8. Yeah. Oh, come on. Nine 7/8. Gotta go out just a little bit more. I cut that slot a little too deep. No big deal. Let's fill her up with some goop. Don't want to do much of that though. Don't want to do much of that. Perfecto. Pretty boring to watch this, isn't it, guys? think we're starting to roll over. That's why I need to cut them notches less. Yep, that's what it says. It's at 8, almost a 3/4. Yeah, we're picking up steam. What the hell is going on here? I better get it straightened out now. We got 8 and 5/8. 8 and 5/8. 8. That's where it's supposed to be, right there. I guess that looks all right. I guess that looks all right. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that cutting that rib there. So let's try one without cutting it and see what it does. Yeah, we're rolling over. That's the problem. Okay. Not that it matters. Okay, let's measure this one and get it 100% caught up. We are 7 and 3, yeah, 7 and 3/8. 7 and 3/8. We'll be close. It'll be fine. Yeah, we're not going to get them all done. That's the way it goes. I got 5 left. 4 or 5, yeah. So if you think of it like that, This wing takes 8 hours to build. And you say, why 8? Well, it's an hour per side, top and bottom. That's 4 hours, plus a couple hours to cut all the ribs, and a couple hours to mill all the lumber to do this. So we'll say 7 to 8 hours to build this. So you got 7 hours there. Probably takes 3 hours to build a fuselage. That's 10. A couple hours to build elevator stabilizer. 10, 12, about 15, 20 hours. And you have a framed up airplane. That's not too bad. Let's see here. Oh, still not in view. That's it. Tear it up. Like, subscribe, and share. Super chat when you can. The channel's on a nosedive. We are getting a few more subscribers. We got 4,245. If we ever hit 10,000, I'll be amazed. It's been 14 years to get this far. So push the channel out for me, guys. Help us grow the numbers. The more people that see this, maybe down the road we'll do this. I don't know. This isn't for everybody, but it should be. It's relaxing. It teaches you skills that you can use in real life. So if you're a young guy watching this one, or why we do this, is because this is the fun we had as kids. That should have been straighter up and down. There we go. Give it a tweak. Give it a tweak. Come on. There it is. Let's go back and inspect everything, make sure it's right. Because once you move on to the next pot, it's locked in. All right, we're at an hour. I appreciate you watching. We'll be on tomorrow. I'm not going yard sailing or nothing stupid tomorrow, so we'll do something. So, see you then. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.